We're going to go straight into the NBA Weekly Recap. First of all, nothing has changed at the top of the standings, at least, of the East and West. Detroit are still at the top, and they're now 36-12 after beating the Brooklyn Nets by 53 points.
Yikes.
53 points. And you told me, I didn't know this, outside of Jalen Duren.
Yeah.
Or sorry, I must say his name because I heard it on a TikTok one time, but it's the Sim God. Jalen Duren. Scoring 21 points and 10 rebounds, which he's been doing the entire season.
Yeah.
Nobody else on the Pistons scored over 20 points.
Yeah, and the only player one of the players who came close for 18 points is a guy on a two-way contract who I'd never heard of. So,
and also, I think Cade Cunningham scored 18 in that game as well.
I'll find the name of the player.
But anyway, I'll carry on with the recap while you're there. There were some big games this week as well. Speaking of the Pistons, they got a big win this past week over the Nuggets, 109-107. The Cavs got a big win over the Lakers, 129-99. The Knicks beat your Raptors, 119-92. They have now second, the Celtics third, and the Raptors are fourth.
Fourth, baby.
The Spurs beat the Rockets in a little battle of Texas, 111-99. They're looking good, man. And the Wolves got a big win over the Thunder, 123-101. And I'm going to shout out my Warriors real quick. The Pistons are a theme here because we actually played the Pistons. Steph Curry went out injured in the third quarter, and we still put up a fight to only lose by 5. But that Pistons team is no joke. And I'm going to carry on the conversation about the Pistons after this.
Yeah, okay.
And there was also a trade. So this Thursday/Friday here in New Zealand, I'm pretty sure, is the trade deadline day. But there has been a trade. DeAndre Hunter has gone from the Cavs to the Kings. Dario Saric and 2 second-round picks from the Kings have gone to the Bulls. And Dennis Schroeder and Keon Ellis from the Kings have gone to the Cavs.
Great pickup for the Cavs.
And I just want to say, if you want to know what the reality of playing professional sports is like, Dennis Schroeder has gone traded for, and don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it's the 8th time in his career, and he's on his 11th different team. That is the actual reality of being a professional basketball player.
I think
that
the most
is a crazy amount of moving.
The most impressive thing about Dennis Schroeder is the fact that he saved his hairline. Have you seen those before and after pics?
Yep, I have.
Yeah, amazing.
Even LeBron can't do it.
No, and LeBron's the go, you know.
Oh man, but also some big news that came out actually today as of recording. The All-Star reserves got announced. So for the East,
from Toronto, Canada. Well, not really. Scoutier, Barnier, the Spectrum.
Scotty Barnes.
Second All-Star selection for him.
Well deserved. And once again, the Sim guard, Jalen Duren, is well deserved. First debut selection. Speaking of debut selections, another Jalen, well deserved. Jalen Johnson of the Atlanta Hawks. There's a reason they traded Trae Young away to the Wizards. It's because of this guy. He gets his first appearance. Donovan Mitchell, and then a well deserved and well underrated
former Toronto Raptor legend, NBA champion
Norman Powell, now playing for the Miami Heat.
That's crazy. Didn't realize he had motion like that.
Well deserved, scoring somewhere in the realm of 24, 25 points per game for the Heat.
I mean, when Jimmy Butler left, someone was going to have to pick up the slack.
True that. Man, that's a deserved selection there. Pascal Siakam of the Pacers.
This is just Toronto Raptor land, you know.
And then Mr. Zesty himself, Carl Anthony Towns.
Hey.
Hey, I'm just repeating what I'm seeing on TikTok.
But you wouldn't repeat everything you see on TikTok, would you?
That is fair.
Yeah.
That is the Eastern Reserves. For the West, a well-deserved selection from the Portland Trailblazers, a debut for Denny Avdia. Devin Booker, well-deserved. Kevin Durant, well-deserved. Anthony Edwards, well-deserved. Chet Holmgren, well-deserved. LeBron is LeBron James gets in, and a much awaited, shouldn't have taken this long, debut selection for Jamal Murray.
I assumed he had 3 or 4 All-Star appearances by now.
Nope.
When they said All-Star debut, Jamal Murray, I'm like, sorry? The same guy who's been like the key number 2 to Jokic for how many years, and has been very, very good.
Yep.
Very, very good. Is averaging a shit ton amount of points right now.
Yeah, it's crazy that that's his first time, but that's I'm going to be honest. I think that's a pretty good selection of reserves there for the East and the West. I think the game itself is working as a USA versus World.
Yeah, it's just like 2 USA teams and then a World team, and they all play each other once and like a free.
That's right.
We'll have to explain it when the All-Star game is on,
Which will be very soon. It'll be about 2 weeks away.
We're gonna have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
But also the player on the Pistons, I was thinking about who scored 18 points with 1 assist and 4 rebounds, is none other than 2-way contract point guard.
Is it Henke?
Denise Jenkins.
Oh, Jenkins. Okay.
Dennis Jenkins.
Yeah, man.
An undrafted player from the 2024 draft. He attended 4 different colleges.
Yeah.
And I don't even know half of these. The first one was the Pacific Tigers.
Oh yeah, Pacific University.
Then Odessa College, a junior college.
Yep.
Then he went to Iona, which I know of Iona.
Yep.
And I don't know if he was a part of their magical run, but he did go to St. John's. I
said this before, man. The Pistons are no joke. Now, I did say to you, because I was like, they are no joke, and they should be one of the favourites to win the title. But I haven't, in the game at least against the Warriors, I didn't see the championship DNA yet. And what I mean by that is that I think, like, and this is a natural human thing to do, you kind of almost play down to your opponent a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I'm not saying the Pistons have done this in every game, because look what they did to the Nets. But they did it in the game against the Warriors. And I hate saying that about my Warriors, but it's facts when we're comparing to the Pistons. But man, have they got all the pieces to do it. Cade Cunningham is a stud. Jalen Duren could honestly be, if you look at him, undersized center, massive dude, athletic as frick. What Detroit Pistons center does that remind you of?
The Fro.
The Fro, Mr. Ben
Another
Wallace.
Undersized.
And he is
center.
actually an inch taller than Ben Wallace.
Wow.
So I think Jalen Duren has that type of potential.
Ben Wallace,
defensively, freaking awesome.
As a reminder to the general public, won 4 straight Defensive Player of the Years.
He did.
So,
So I'm not sure if Jalen Duren will do that when you've got Wemby. When you've got Wemby, who is going to average around 3 to 4 blocks a game for sure.
Well, that's just default by height.
Yeah, exactly. But you get my point, right?
They should have a statistic where they work.
But Jalen Duren's a stud.
A statistic where it works out like how many blocks you should be averaging based on your height alone.
Yeah.
So they could actually figure out who's actually the most effective blocker for that height.
Yeah.
I don't know how you'd do that.
Yeah.
But it would probably make players like Wemby look much worse because they're so much taller.
The one thing the Pistons don't have... Oh, actually, let me just say this. The Pistons defense also is that classic Pistons defense from then too. It's crazy. Asar Thompson... man, his defense is insane. If he can get a little bit of an offensive game, same as his brother Amen, if they can both if they can both get offensive games to get a 3-point shot, what they'll do for the Rockets, Amen with the Rockets, and what Asar will do with the Pistons, I cannot wait, to be honest. As long as they play bad against the Warriors.
This guy over here.
But man, the one thing that they do miss, they've got Duncan Robinson, so they've got the shooting there. They do miss a little bit of shooting. They could improve there. But at the same time, man, they've got pieces there, dude. Isaiah Stewart off the bench to then you have Duren come off. And then you've got Isaiah Stewart, who's a center that can guard point guards.
He's very good.
Crazy. They've got a Ron Holland coming off the bench. Awesome. Tobias Harris there as the, as the veteran presence. He's been great. Man, they've got a team there. That team, if that team does not end up in the conference finals, if not the finals, I'd be very, very surprised. But I think I could see that Pistons team 3 years down the line winning the title if they can keep it together.
It might just be the case of the multitude of teams who have topped their conferences in recent years, but have not really had a chance in the playoffs because they're still getting there as a
exactly
playoffs team.
I thought the Thunder was going to be that team last year. Turns out they were not.
They blew everyone out the water, and I think we're going to do the same thing this season.
Yeah,
But I'm more thinking like the Cavs last year or the Nuggets before they won their first title. With Jokic, those, maybe not the same, but like the Atlanta Hawks back in 2015.
And also I'll talk about this more at the trade deadline, but I'll end it here as well. And I'm going to pose a question. So please comment if you get to this point and you are listening. Giannis, there seems some sweepstakes here in terms of trades. It does seem like my Warriors are the favourites to trade for him. I'm not sure if that is going to work out because I wouldn't want to give away our whole future for that. But let me know what you actually comment. What team you think he's going to? What the trade is going to look
he's
like?
He's clearly going to go to Toronto. I'm kidding. It probably
bro. You have to take away shooters from Toronto, and you still need some more shooting there.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It'd be like give up an all-star and Scotty Barnes, or give up someone who also could be an all-star and Brandon Ingram, or give up the only shooting you have.
I think you've got something working. You're in the top 4 right now.
I don't think we need a Giannis, but I think there are a lot of teams who could use a Giannis.
But please comment. Please comment what you think the trade would be and where he's going to go to. Who you got? I'll talk about more of this next week as we get closer to the trade deadline.
I don't know if this trade works anymore because the main piece...
The trade deadline's over.
I don't think this trade works anymore because the main piece that would have been around is now supposed to be traded, but I don't know if it's happened yet. But I was pretty high on him maybe going to Atlanta.
Oh, yes. You mean in terms of Trae Young to the Bucks and there?
But I don't know if they can do that without Trae Young on the team.
Probably can't. And I think Atlanta clearly have put a sign of, we've got a young team to build around. Let's keep it this way for the year, and let's get our draft picks and see what happens.
Exactly. And there's always a slight chance the Spurs go in for him. I know they might have to give up someone they don't want to, but I think long term it could be a... Well, even short term.
I was about to say short. I'm not sure long term it's good. Short term, yes.
Short term, excellent, because you pair Wemby with Giannis. You'll keep one of your 2 young guards. You still have other players in the Spurs organization. Yeah. But if the Warriors pull it off, sure thing. I think everyone's going to hate it because it's the Warriors trading for one of the top players.
I still don't think that makes us a title contender. No, I'm just going to put that out there.
Look, watch him go. We
need more than that.
Watch him go to the Lakers for Roy Hachimura and a first-round pick.
He better not, man.
Or who else is on that team? I'm going like Dalton Connect and who else is a Lakers player?
I am going to hope
DeAndre Ayton.
I am going to hope that the that the Bucks front office is a little bit smarter than that.
Then they'll want to trade with the Thunder.
That is not that short term for the Thunder though. Great. Long term, no.
Because they could get AJ Mitchell and
it's interesting.
Hardenstein and
it's interesting sweepstakes
and a lot of firsts.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll talk about it next week after the trade deadline is done.
I think it goes to the Thunder because I don't think the Thunder have anything to lose, and they probably a lot of people say they guarantee 2 more championships by getting Giannis. In my opinion, like genuinely, you could look at it like that. Like because like Giannis is obviously he's on the other side of he's in his 30s now, but we've seen what LeBron's done. He's 40.
You are right.
He could be. He could even if he does half of what LeBron has done longevity-wise. He's got another like 3 seasons left in him.
The only thing I worry about with the Thunder is how systematically it works.
That is true.
Because Shea, although can shoot the lights out from 3, is a drive inside, draw foul player. Yeah. Giannis is a drive inside player. You've got Chet Holmgren, who, yes, can shoot the 3 consistently, so you do have that there. Hartenstein is an inside player. He'd probably have to end up coming off the bench, to be honest.
You'd assume, yeah.
And then who else do you have starting there? Dort. Can shoot, but not
Dort would
that
maybe
guy.
Be involved in the trade.
Yeah. Not that guy, but who is the starting guard at the moment? And Jalen Williams can shoot the 3. So, systematically we'd have to see, but we'll see what happens.
It obviously makes a little bit of a mockery of the NBA if the best team in the league is able to trade for one of the best players in the league, despite having a whole lot of assets. But I think that's just how the Thunder built that team.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's them doing what what
trading
they thought
for
was
every
best,
single pick,
and they have developed those players. You can't argue that. You can't argue.
You cannot argue that they built a winning formula because the team last year and the team this year is amazing, and they have an opportunity to add Giannis.
We'll see what happens, but
Giannis.
So if those,
I won't say that again.